really want to target people 40 and up. Me being 47, I feel like we still have a lot of time.
Adrian, you know what my favorite part of this call is? You're dropping 47 several times because you know the comments are coming in that like, oh my God, she looks so great. I know what you're doing. I know your game. Keep going.
Well, I feel like don't let age be your cage. Look how much life expectancy that we have left, you know? And so I've obviously shifted online, and and so have a lot of fitness professionals, and I'm trying to stand out. So in the last couple of weeks, I've had some incredible groups that I've been involved in, thinkers, movers, and shakers within the fitness industry. And so I came up with the idea of a small group coaching, nutrition coaching group, and I call it Nourish Masters. And anyway, long story short, I've tried. It's 3 months. It's live streaming nutrition coaching. It's doing the demos for menu preps, menu selections.
We're doing huge. Like the fitness and health space virtually, and the business space, like virtual coaching training is going to be is huge. It's huge already, and now everybody realizes, oh shit, I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yes, exactly. And so I'm trying to grow my group, and actually we're doing a hard launch on Saturday. So my deadline is Friday, for everyone to register, or for those who feel like this would work for them. And so I'm trying to my immediate question is, what are some strategic things that I can do between now and midnight my time Friday, because I'm in Colorado?
So first of all, the whole framework of that strategy concerns me because it's the reverse of soft tissue work. It's fast. And so your pants are on fire right now.
Okay.
When your pants are on fire, it leads to selly, like dirty or like you're just right now. And I respect it because I love the grind, but right now, and you know this, like you can feel it in your body right now. You're helter skelter. You're like, I need as many people in the funnel. So then when I go in for the ask and try to sell, if I have 1,000 people and I get 10%, it'll be better than if I have 40 people and have 10%. My question is, when you put a time limit like this Friday, there may be financial reasons. I have a lot of respect. 3 children with autism, that's a lot.
It is. It's a different. I'll tell you talk about humility, and my journey. It is what it is, and I accept it. I just have to roll up my sleeves a little higher than 100%. The next person. And
to your point, somebody may not have that situation, but they have something else. Everybody's home's got some sort of challenges and different things. My biggest concern is, can I get you to not do it Friday?
Well, I've been planning this for a couple weeks, and I should back up and clarify and say, so it's nutrition based. And so it's very hands-on with choosing the right foods based on,
that makes sense.
Time.
That makes sense. So, my problem is you're trying to build top of funnel to convert when you go in for the ask.
Okay.
And if I said to you, can you launch it in 6 weeks? You might not be able to afford it. I get it. You might have overpromised on the launch right now. You can't go back. I get it. But in general, especially because we have tens of thousands of people watching and I want them to win, if you're ever going to go down this model, I'm hoping for as much time as possible, because that allows you to, and Jill's got it, to jab more than right hook. Because when you've got a short period of time, 2 weeks is like you're immediately going into conversion mode. It's kind of like going to the club on Saturday night and looking to hook up. You're not romancing at the office and building that relationship. You're trying to go in for the kill. That's where all the scumbucket dudes come out, right? Like, and I don't want businesses to be that version. So I'm always trying to stretch that out. I'm also trying to create a framework where you don't feel like it's a forever 1 year thing, where in 90 days you can do another class and run it in parallel. Because I want you to romance, not try to close.
And the beauty about this is that because it's over a 3 month span, I get to go ahead and work closely, and I definitely don't expect huge numbers. I think I have about 20 people that have signed up, so I'm excited.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great start.
I'm totally excited. I'm wondering,
do you have a URL? Maybe you can get a couple more here. You have a URL?
Yes. So it's nourishmasters.com.
Good luck with that, Dustin. I can't spell for shit. Okay.
And the other thing is I'm trying to reach 40 plus, because I know that.
Well, listen, Facebook and Instagram is at this point too. look, if you've got dollars or when you get dollars, Facebook and Instagram ads, you've heard this ad nausea from me. They fucking work. It just matters what the content is. If you go on, you're like, hey, you can lose 40, like, if it's fucking infomercials, it's garbage. If it's a fucking Facebook, if it's a HBO documentary, quality content, it crushes.
And I'm really proud. I'm so excited about this. I really am. Because
have you texted every single person in your contact phone book? And said, hey, I'm doing this. If you or anybody that, is interested, like, have you gone there, or are you too worried to be tone deaf during this time? Like, what's your vibe on that?
I've started to reach out to everyone, and I've tried to let it be known that this is what I'm doing now. And I've heard some people say, wow, this sounds exciting. I just can't do it now. I've had a couple people sign up in that manner. So, and I totally appreciate. I felt like the vibe has been like, wow, this is something that I'm looking for. I don't necessarily want a meal plan thrown at me, which is why I wanted to have, the webinar to meal prep.
I love it.
To have, and then in addition to that, I am having some workouts, 2 to 3 a week, where it's going to be from a progressive move. So
I like where you're going.
I
like it. Good luck to you. I love your energy too.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Facebook ads will work.
Okay.
Spend 5 hours during this quarantine at night or in the morning, because obviously you have your hands full, and learn it.
Okay.
It's no different than what you tell people in learning nutrition and health. People are really good at giving advice to learn something and be disciplined in the thing they know, and then they're not good at learning and being disciplined in the thing that doesn't come natural and they don't know. That's why getting into shape is the single thing I'm most proud of, because it was the hardest for me because it didn't come natural. I spend all my time on what does come natural and what I love, which is why I'm so happy, but getting into shape was not. And once I was able to overcome that in the last 5 or 6 years, it's given me confidence to not be a hypocrite when I give advice to you of spend 7 hours and watch videos and read, to be great at making Facebook ads.
Exactly. I appreciate everything that you're saying. I feel like I'm in sponge mode, trying to learn and step out of my comfort zone and be okay with it, knowing this is uncomfortable, but I'm willing to grow. And if I fall on my face, I'll still get back up.
Take care of yourself.
All right. Thank you, Gary.
Thank you. You were great.
You.
You're absolutely great. KJ Delmer, what's good? Michael, good. Kim Jacobs, you're beautiful. I know she was saying that to the other person, but yes, winetext.com is here. Robin's in the building. All right, let's move it.
Hello, Gary. How's it going, man?
It's going really well. Tea with Mike. How are you?
Good. We've finally met. Tea with Gary V and tea with Mike. I'm really pumped to be given this opportunity to be on.
How are you?
Really good, thanks. So I'll start by asking you, what's your favorite type of tea?
I'm a very big oolong. Silver Needle oolong is my favorite tea, Mike.
Very nice. So my favorite type of tea is Yorkshire tea. It's a nice, strong black tea. I'm originally from England. I'm now living in Canada, and I just love tea, man.
Me too. Now, obviously, I'm from Russian descent, and you said England, so both of us have the fortune of coming from very heavy tea cultures.
Absolutely.
Was that like parents or grandparents that got you into it early?
Yeah, absolutely. Like you kind of mentioned, it's a cultural thing. Been drinking it since I was a young child. It started off with tea in a bottle with lots of milk in. And then gradually, as I've got older, I've developed into drinking strong tea with just a tiny bit of milk.
Of course. Yeah, right. Because the milk, obviously, it's so cultural for you, but then kind of really getting to the nuances of the tannins and the flavors, the milk is disguising it.
Absolutely. So next, I've been following you for over 2 years. So I just want to obviously thank you for helping to teach me consistency, gratitude, and engaging with others, and most importantly of all, just being yourself, because that's really all that you can do at the end of the day.
100%, my friend. 100%. Is there a question you have?
Absolutely. So you might know that I have the Tea with Mike show. It's a storytelling show. It's all about human interaction, communication. It's been going over a year now. It's going really well. Nearly 2,000 followers on Facebook, and I have just recorded my 50th episode the other day.
Good for you.
So my question is, like, do you have any promotion tips? Any things I should be thinking about to continue kind of the long-term growth of what I'm building from the ground up?
I would reach out to other YouTubers and content makers and do collaboration shows. You know, when I started Wine Library TV in 2006, I was such a kind of early pioneer in that format, and doing things with Zay Frank or Rocket Boom or other individuals, Kevin Rose from Dig, Tim Ferriss, those things really mattered. I think you need to cross-pollinate. Your format is very easy to cross-pollinate with. You could basically go to any show and bring tea and interact with. So I would do a lot of outreach and say, hey, would you like to do a collaboration? You know, inevitably there's other beverages. There's unlimited beer and coffee shows that you can kind of do a collab with. I think Zoom, you know, and Google Hangout, you know, videos like this right now virtually. So it's just about asking, you know, back to you saying, you know, being yourself. That really hit me when you delivered it. It hit different than the other things. It all comes down to self-esteem. Having the self-esteem to reach out to people and being okay when they say no has been my greatest strength. So many people crumble when people don't reply to them or when they say no, that it doesn't allow them to actually move forward. They feel like if they don't get replied to, like I hit up people and I see that they've seen the DM and they don't reply to me, and I'm thrilled. I have no ego towards that. I don't get hurt by that. And I think you need to go that route.
Also,
collaborations on content.
Sweet. And then I think that's what I've really learned, as I've sort of mentioned, like so far, is just really being patient and enjoying kind of like each step of the way. So obviously, like in the past, you've liked a couple of my tweets, etc. And then the moment when I learned that I was going to be on the show, it was kind of like a pin drop, because I've been working towards that goal, engaging with different people through hashtag Tea with Gary V on Twitter, and obviously engaging with your team, because they're all really great people and awesome human beings. So shout out to them.
Thank you.
And then the moment when it actually happened, I just kind of like stopped. It was like, so I've achieved this little step, and it really made me think, what can I achieve next?
Well, you know, it's funny. It's why I do it. You know, I saw you kind of like trying to get the attention of it, and I watch. And sometimes there's people on Twitter or in here right now or texting me or DMing me who tried to get my attention for 3 years. And, you know, some of this is intuition. Some of it's luck. There was some person here saying I was on the first time. I literally called out their name. There's been people that have been here every second. Like, there's so much chance in life. The key is not to dwell on when you're unlucky and get upset when and envy somebody that's lucky. The key is to understand that there's so much serendipity in life, and don't dwell and say that it's because of you. Understand that it's just bigger than all of us, and just keep moving forward and recognizing, even, you know, I'm a big fan of, like, even if people are like, don't worry, your time will come. I don't think that's true. I'm not so sure that your time will come. I think you need to love the process of trying to have your time to come.
Awesome. Thank you. And then, so my right hook is, that's because so you're coming to Edmonton in September.
Yes.
I'm really excited for that, as you know, because I've been tweeting about it quite a bit. So my right hook is, can I meet you when you come to Edmonton?
Yes, you can.
Appreciate it, man.
I'll take you backstage. Dustin will get you to Zane, or Zane will get us up. I'll get you in the green room right before I go on stage and rip everybody's faces off with my energy and insights.
Dude, I love it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Mike.
Thanks for everything you do. I'm Tea with Mike. teawithmike.com is my website, and I just updated it last night, so it's fresh with people's stories.
Yeah, so you must have been last night like, okay, fuck, I'm going on with Gary tomorrow. I got to get my shit tight.
Absolutely, man. I saw you.
It's like a fresh cup before you go on a date. I like it, Mike. I like how you went. All right, bro. Talk to you.
See you in September.
Oh, I can't wait to see you. Hey, everybody. I'm really enjoying today's show. Let's get one more in before we're out of here. And then I've got a big ask for the All-In Challenge. Hey, Lacey, is that how you pronounce it? Awesome.
Yes.
How are you?
Good. How are you? Thank you and your team for letting me on. It's really a pleasure.
Happy to have you on. Where are you from?
I'm from Chandler, Arizona.
Fantastic.
Okay, so I'll start. So I'm a young healthcare professional. So I'm in the field of audiology. So I identify and treat and manage hearing loss. But my question is, if you're a young healthcare professional right now, whether you're a dentist or a young speech pathologist or a speech optometrist or whatever you are, you're passionate about, how do you make your mark in the industry and make an impression in your field when you're so young? And so you're a healthcare professional. You're not a marketer. You're not an entrepreneur. So I've been watching your content. I'm still relatively new to your content for about 2 months now.
Thank you.
And you're a strong preacher on don't fake it till you make it, and document your journey to becoming the expert. But I'm having a hard time taking that advice and applying it to the healthcare field when the expectation already is that you should know your stuff as an expert. That's why your patients come to you. You already have that credibility already built in. That's why you graduated medical school, graduate school, dentistry school.
There's a difference between LeBron James his rookie year and the LeBron James today. So you don't have to say you don't know. You have to say you do know. That's how you got certified, and that's how you're here. But you can document, thoughts, hypotheses, insights, challenges to the system. The other thing you can do is interview the people that are where you want to be. So the other format you can go is, instead of being me, who puts out content direct and builds community and is just a very below average interviewer because he intuitively knows what the person's about to say and then tends to cut them off and you might be a great interviewer like the legendary Barbara Walters, one of the people I most admire ever in the public eye. And so what you might be able to do is now reach out to people who've been in this space for 35 years. Right now, they're sitting at home, a lot of them, and are thrilled to be asked to be on a podcast or an interview video or a Zoom that you put out on LinkedIn. And what you may do is, instead of documenting how you're getting educated along the way, maybe you actually flip it and you interview people in all certain different sectors. And through the interview questions, there's almost that siphoning of credibility that's happening between the conversations, including when you have your own. What's amazing about being young professions is you have new ideas, right? Yeah. So when you're interviewing one of the top 15 in your field, because she just happened to say yes when you asked her on LinkedIn because she's thrilled to just do something different right now. The greatest time to get guests on things is right now, right? And so when you ask her, hey, Susan, one thing that I've been thinking a lot about as I'm entering the field through my studies and first couple of years of my career is, I don't get why people do this thing with the lobe, or why do people at home and then where it gets interesting is, if you have a real compelling thought in that moment where she has to answer and say, that's more of a system issue. I agree with you. That's how I built my credibility in the wine world. I was not faking it. I was just challenging the status quo from my own experience and my perspective, which led to interesting dialogue, which many things ended up educating me on why they were that way, and other things became that I became historically correct with my insights that nobody had challenged in the past from the angle and the perception that I was coming from.
Okay. That's good. Yeah, LinkedIn is it's definitely where all the professionals go to right now because we're so young. It's kind of intimidating, but I will definitely look into that right now.
I think you have a really incredible opportunity to reach out to 500 leading professionals and say, hey, I'm starting to interview people just to create some valuable content on LinkedIn. It'll give you some exposure, and away you go. I think you can really build some relationships.
Okay. The other question is too, the one question.
Hold on 1 second, Lisa. Go back. Dustin, put that last comment up. Dustin, can you join us? Can we do a three-way here? Yeah, Dustin, I'm not sure if you understand the format of this show, but it's not necessarily to pat yourself on the back by putting up, I don't know where you're going with this. I don't know if you did this for your mom or what are we doing here?
Sometimes I just click to and then it's moving while I'm clicking.
Dustin, are you claiming, because I know you have a tremendous sense of humor, are you claiming that this was pinned by accident, or
Yes.
were you having a little bit of fun?
No, it's accident. I'm trying to find the next best one, and they're going so fast, so I'm
Yeah, all right.
I have reading problems.
All right.
It's amazing.
I know he's amazing. All right, Dustin, get out of here. Somebody's typing, Dustin, by the way. Go ahead.
In the 2 episodes that I've seen you on, both times, Dustin kind of made me laugh because I don't know. I never knew who he is, but he should.
Yeah, listen, my number one goal with Tea with Gary Vee is to make Dustin a superstar. We did it for D-Rock. We did it for Chris Mott. Like, I know how to, we did it for India. I wish people analyzed what I do more. I believe that giving is the single most important thing in the world. Of course we should care about ourselves. I care about myself and my family quite a bit. But giving comes in a lot of forms. Quietly behind the scenes to donations, publicly like the All-In Challenge, doing nice things, and building up Dustin.
Yes, there you go. And then here's the thing too, right now, the field that I'm in, it's just not awareness right now. And so I want to tap into get the people's attention first so that I can eventually spread that level of awareness. But
interview people. Listen to me. Interview people. Try it. Try it for 2 weeks. Email thoughtfully 500 people and say, I want to interview on Zoom and put on LinkedIn to help people. Tell me what happens. We'll have you back in 2 weeks. 500 people.
500?
500. Okay. Yeah, not 50. Okay. You could do it. Last night I was up to 3 a.m. last night. I'm like trying to get Jim Carrey to donate art for the All-In Challenge. Like when you're invigorated, you can do it. You can do it.
Okay. Well, what about TikTok?
TikTok's amazing, and you should do it anyway. But I'm telling you,
should professionals be on it? Should healthcare professionals?
Yes. Okay. As a human, 100%.
My ring light is coming, so
I can't wait. Thank you for being on.
Thank you so much.
Take care. All right, Dustin. Thank you for being on the 1s and 2s today.